We're now just over a month into the renovation of your golf course, and despite Mother Nature doing her best to foil our plans, I'm really happy with the progress that's being made, and I'm thrilled with the quality of work that's being produced. Our contractor, LeBar Golf Renovations, has done a typically stellar job, and the two young shapers I've got on site with me, Andre Buchko and Gray Carlton, have been doing some terrific work. So I'm thrilled with the way things are turning out. Let's get into the individual holes. Obviously some big changes right out the back of the clubhouse. The first hole has seen some significant alterations to your existing bunkers. Specifically the two fairway bunkers are now much deeper and steeper and more imposing, and will demand your attention right off the first tee. You can see that we've installed a number of mounds between the first and second holes, and the joining of those two fairways, the first and the second, is now underway. Jeff Scott and his team are doing an amazing job with both the irrigation and the turf adjustments throughout the golf course. That's going to be a major change that's evident from the very start of the round. We've gotten into a good bit of work on the second hole, which will be one of the more significant transformations on the golf course, starting at the tees, which will be lowering significantly, stretching the back tee back to gain a few yards, and really enhancing the fairway bunkering on a hole where the fairway bunkers were relatively little impact prior to this work. We've got a couple of deep and steep fairway bunkers now that certainly get your attention, and the greenside bunkers have also been steepened up a bit, making what was one of the perhaps less memorable holes in the golf course, turning it into one of the holes that I think people are really going to enjoy. Just getting started on the third hole. The big change there is to join the bunkers on the right side and back of the green into one bunker, as Charles Banks had originally designed, a massive wraparound horseshoe-shaped bunker. That's the big change on number 3 for now. Soon we'll be getting into some tee work and the renovation of the bunkers in the foreground there, as well as the expansion of the approach, but that's a bit down the road. Just getting started on the 6th hole. Some prep work to the bunkers there, where there are going to be some minor changes. 6, 7, and 8 are likely our next targets after we wrap up the majority of the bunker work in the main portion of the property below the clubhouse. The biggest change on the golf course, obviously, is the renovation of the 16th green, specifically raising that green about 4.5 feet above the previous version. We've taken care to map the original green, and we'll be replicating the contours of that green in the new version, albeit some 52 inches higher than the previous version. So the greenside bunkers will be much deeper and steeper and scarier and more impactful than they were previously. So on a very short par 4, one of the shorter par 4s on the golf course, your approach shot is now going to be appropriately frightening. I think that's going to be a terrific change, and look forward to getting that wrapped up. Hopefully in the next week or two we'll have grass on that putting surface again. The 18th hole has seen a little bit of work around the green. We've regrassed the green surrounds. The bunkers have been tweaked a little bit, and grass is now around those bunkers as well. Eventually we'll be falling back soon to do some work on the fairway bunkers. But that pretty well wraps up the work to this point. Again, I couldn't be happier with the way things are turning out. I'm sure anyone that's been on property since the work has started recognizes things are a little different out there. And I think the fairway bunkers have been a major focus of this project, and I think they now reflect the character of both Charles Banks' design style, and also much better match the appearance, the depth, the impact of your greenside bunkers in a way that I think is going to transform Tamarack into a really, really terrific golf course. So I'll talk to you again in a few weeks. Thanks for the opportunity. We're all having a great time out there, and look forward to getting your reactions once you see see our work.